G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 8 of our dual-wield Acid Dervish, where you come back to me killing Ganavakar. I've killed him a few times. I'm not going to show you all the footage because nobody really wants to watch someone farming, but this I think is the 5th or 6th time I killed him, and I've got a few weapons to choose from. Probably that's going to be one of them, but we've got a few weapons to choose from. They're all level 40 bases, so I think it's going to be that one, and probably that one. These ones have, poisoned and of corrosion, so they're not awful, but I think these two are the way to go. So I'm actually going to throw these over in the sell me pile, and put these in the stuff I'm going to sell later, but actually say I'm going to keep for a while pile. And yeah. These pants is the other thing I was looking at. The only issue is that the explorer's trousers are such a huge source of poison and acid resistance that I almost can't get rid of them at the moment. Right, so I do want to farm another hat as well, another one of these, but that can wait for a little bit. I think that's a level 40 thing as well. We will, I think, continue with the... Will we continue the main story, or... No, I think I'm going to do the hidden path. Maybe next episode. I'm actually not up to that part yet. So many things I want to do, so little time. Alright, so we're going to put 10 of these in here. I'm going to go turn the other 5 in for quest rewards. And I never have to farm those again, which is nice. Manticore Venom at level 40. So many toys at level 40. Okay, so back to Homestead. We're going to turn in a bunch of quests here. This quest just here, the Weapons Master, this is to go into over here, which is flooded with Aether Fire. To go into there and to collect some cannons. There is a boss in there. You can get some good loot in there. But you can also just potentially die for standing in the wrong spot. So I'm going to avoid it. You can, if you want to, go in there and do that quest, but yeah, it's on your head if you do. That could also be good in the helmet. Where's the one I wanted though? Sanctified Bone I've already got. Must have been one of the other ones, that's fine. Finish doing the turn-ins, I guess. Talk to Captain Soma. Okay, already killed Karoz, and I will speak to Creed. Nice new ring that we're not going to use. Sky Fragment, pretty good. If this was a cold, like a Spellbreaker or something, that could be quite good. Unfortunately, it's not a Spellbreaker, so here we are. Right, what were we doing? I think we were just going into the bar for now. Having said that, Ascension was really nice when I was fighting Ganavakar, and that's only 40 damage absorption now. We could get it to 7. But, do we just put it into the bar instead? 25 health and 5 physique for each level. The other thing I was thinking is Merciless Repertoire is also quite good. So, do we take that? Do we put a couple more points into our procs? There's actually a lot of stuff I want to get. And at some point I'm going to need Ring of Steel as well, just as a devotion procer. For right now though, I think we just put points into the bar. Judgment's also pretty good for crowd control. Decisions. I think we just do that. Okay, quests, what do we got? Inquisitor Creed, okay, we're going to the mines, which I guess Blood Grove is the closest. Alright, don't go up, you want to go down. If you head up there, it takes you to is it Fort Huron? Fort Harron, which if you're interested in killing Kaiman's Chosen, is a good place to go to. But I'm not really interested in that. I am interested in Chthonic Seals of Binding though, so that would be nice. If you could just, maybe drop 7 or 8 of them, that'd be great. Or none. None works as well. Just ignore that button I pushed. That was definitely not me trying to do something else. Just pretend that didn't happen. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm actually really bad at this game. Alright, so this place is very dangerous. Like the section of Homestead, the Collect the Cannons quest that I just mentioned that I don't want to do because of all the Aether Fire on the floor. This section is also quite dangerous. This entry section, you cannot avoid running through at least some of the Aether Fire. So just be careful where you stand, because otherwise there is a very good chance that you will just die. You can see I'm taking a decent amount of damage just for existing in this place. You can stand on Aether Floor and not take damage. It's only the section with the lightning on it that you will take damage from. So just be sure to avoid those sections as much as possible. And unfortunately, the monsters cheat. They don't take damage from it. Standing on Aether Fire again. Okay. In this particular area, there are a decent number of guaranteed dynamite spawns. And there is, at the end, I think, two champions or elites or whatever. Monsters with stars and or skulls above their names. And one of them is what we're here for. I think there's 2 guaranteed dynamites in this section. There's one right up the back, right at the end, and one sort of closer to, well, we've already got the first one, but closer to the start. I'm just going to run away from this crystal for a minute. See if this, yeah, here we go, good. Okay, actually not too bad. So that's the ethereal essence we were sent here to get, and I wish I hadn't looked at the resistances on these shoulders because they're really good. Pet boots I don't care about. Okay, let's just kill off these crystals. There's a big golem just past here that I'm going to kill as well. Venarius. He has some pretty good one-handed weapons if you're interested in an Aether build. He does also hit like a truck, which is always fun. Okay. He is actually considerably more dangerous than I was expecting. Right, so that's another Herald's Mask. So if I had progressed the Forgotten Gods content and had the ability to transmute these, I would have a 2-set now. So I could use this helmet and either the jacket or the ward, I think, is an amulet. Could be a metal. But I could use this set if I had progressed the Forgotten Gods section. Although, as I said, I don't really want to use it because it has a helmet. And the helmet slot is one of the one of the MIs that's really good for this build. The dynamite you saw me pick up here, I don't actually remember picking it up, but I know I did because it's always here. So this is one of the guaranteed dynamite spawns. You can walk out if you'd prefer. I'm not doing that because I choose life, so I'm just going to teleport out. I think if I get another piece of that Herald set, I will go and do Forgotten Gods to unlock the transmuting and wear the set. Because +1 to all skills is really good, and the Aether and Chaos Res is really good, and the items themselves are actually not bad. Okay, so we're gonna go and talk to the Keeper, who is up here. So the Keeper of the Tomes, what is it? And we're gonna go get some ashes from, what is it? What is that place called? Fort something? I don't know, Tomb of the Ikon. We are also going to sell all of this and eat that blueprint. So these guys have got nothing good for belts, probably. Not sure why I'm still looking at belts. My belt is actually okay. I'm not wearing magic items. I don't care how good they are. Actually, I do. If there was a magic item that was actually good, I would wear it. But it's unlikely to be the case. Okay, so get to Fort Ikon, basically get to Fort Ikon, come back later and do Steps of Torment, and yeah, it's time to go for a run. So we'll just run up to Fort Ikon. This section of the game, I really don't love this section of the game. There's a whole bunch of empty space. It's not empty space, there's stuff to kill, but it's kind of like, there's nothing here objective-wise. You're just kind of running to get through it, which to me is incredibly boring. So I'm just going to try and run through this as quick as I can. There are some lore notes if you're interested in them. Here's one of them, which I'm going to pick up just because it happens to be there. There is also, I want to say 2, but it might just be the one. No, it is 2 devotion shrines, but one of them's locked. So you can get 1 devotion shrine. You know what? I'm just going to skip that. Let's just get through this area. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am actually going to kill that totem. Yeah, we're going to do the totem. Screw it. Let's clear the area, and then we'll pop the totem. Definitely starting to feel quite squishy. It's probably fine for a bit longer, but yeah, it might be time to get some better gear, for sure. I think after this episode I might go and farm the docks again for a new hat, and probably next episode we'll do the hidden path and farm some Soleil pants. Might even do that this episode. We'll see how far we get, how the time's going. And I've just been mindlessly killing stuff instead of popping this totem. Which was disappointingly easy. Chthonian Thread Sash is pretty good, actually. So when you get hit, has a chance to basically do a lifesteal in Nova, which is definitely good. Has a bunch of Chaos Res on it too. I might even use that. Well, once again at level 40, I might even use that. What else we got here? Jacket, ring, jacket, gun, pants. That is a lot of armor. That is a lot of armor. I'm almost Almost tempted to use them regardless of the other stats just for the armor. Armor is starting to become a problem for this character. So we may get to the point where we have to use a piece of gear with really bad stats just for the armor. And if those pants had poison resist on them, I would have immediately put them on. Actually, you know what? We're going to go do the hidden path now. 3 chances for pants that are decently good is... Yeah, we need new pants. Hidden path time. Although having said that, I don't know if I have enough scrap to repair the bridge. May have to see about buying some more scrap. We'll see what happens. I may not be able to do the temple, but I can definitely kill the guardians. You don't need scrap to access bridges for that. Alright, so Hidden Path, for those of you who are unaware, is a series, or I say a series, it's 2 quests that will not show up in your quest log. The first part of the Hidden Path is to go down here. So this is the house with Hevel's greatsword in it. You head down this ramp and across the river, and there is a dynamite site just here. 2 dynamite opens the path. These guys are level 40, so I'm guessing it's going to be your level plus 2. And there is a lot of poison damage in this particular section. Pretty much everything will either spit poison at you, leave poison on the floor when you kill it, both. There's tons of poison damage in here. Okay. I probably should wait till 40 to do this, just so I have the new weapons, but we're doing it now. Okay, here is the Guardian of Dreeg, waiting for Ascension. Let's go. The damage absorbed on Ascension is really nice. 3 seconds left. He should be dead before it ends. Yep, there he goes. Okay. He didn't drop his pants. Once again, phrasing. But he did drop everything we needed. So we need this stone to open the door later on. I'm seriously tempted to put more points into Ascension. But maybe... don't have a shield, so we don't need that. 1 spare point. Is there anything in Nightblood that is worth a point? You know what? 3% cunning, I'll take it. Okay. That was the first of the Guardians. That was the one that I didn't care if he dropped his pants. This one is the set of pants that I want. This will be the Soleil sect pants that have... I don't remember if they had guaranteed poison res, but they definitely have attack damage converted to health on them. I think it's 4 to 6%, or maybe 6 to 8. But there's a decent chunk of it on them, and having that would allow me to use a poison relic instead of gluttony, because realistically gluttony is actually not very good for this build. That's a lot of gunk on the floor. And then I went and stood in the same gunk again, because I am smart. Okay, Death Whisper Ointment is Vitality, so... Don't actually think there's anything in the game that I would craft that for. You can see though the health bar is starting to yo-yo a fair bit. That is mostly due to lack of armor, I think. So really need to get some of that. Ancient Spirit Totem. Really want to do that as well, but Ancient's probably a little bit scary at the moment. Alright, so just down here I think it is, around the next corner and then around another corner and we should be there. Yep, so just down here, here's a doorway that will only open if you have this with you. And well, let's go kill the Guardian. Kill his friends first though, actually. There we go. Okay, here's the Guardian. Watch out for the gunk he puts on the floor. He will put it underneath you several times during the fight. If you are playing a tanky character that can usually just tank that stuff, he will stack 6, 7, 8 of these underneath you and it will hurt. Unfortunately, no pants. I'm not going to make you watch me farm that, but before the next episode I'm going to kill him a few times to get those pants. Continue on for now. May as well kill the Bismeal Guardian since we're here. And then we'll have 12 slots in our inventory taken up with those stones, which is not the end of the world. Okay, I sold that belt. I should have worn it. Oh no, I've still got it. Yeah, level 40. So I think I will continue onwards, get to level 40, and then I'm going to do a bunch of farming that I will not probably record. And I'll come back with a whole bunch of new gear, tell you where it all came from, why I'm using it, etc. But we are definitely due for some upgrades. I think the belt I replaced at the start of this episode I've been wearing since like level 4 or something. Okay. Here is the Bismeal door. You can find it here. So the Asterkan Road Rift. Run, 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 and come around here. You'll see the magical floating chest here. Gets me every time. Same with the magical floating caravan or trailer, whatever it is, right next to it. Okay, so coming into here, whatever you do, don't click on this rock, don't go in there, and whatever you do, don't fight the boss that's in there. Let me know if you try it, and how horribly you died. Okay, Guardian Abysmal will go down. That will, of course, the pet legs drop, not the ones I want. Okay, picking up the runestone will complete the quest, the hidden path, and give you a +1 attribute point. And this will tell you... I was expecting one of these notes to have like fully capitalized words that were hints, but that I'm pretty sure tells you where to go to get the last part of the quest done. Which I'm not going to do right now because I don't think I have enough scrap to open the door anyway. And I just want to continue onwards. So we basically have to retrace our steps. These guys are still fighting. And we are continuing onwards. So in this, like I said, in this little walk up to the north, there's not a huge amount of stuff to see and or do. Here's the magical floating cart. The Bismail Guardian and I think 2 shrines are about all that's in this area. There is also the tomb of someone or other that's full of chaos cultists and ghouls, which if you're interested in farming, what are they called? I don't have any. Not the Blood of Chthon, the other one. Seals of Binding. If you're interested in farming them, it's a really good place to farm them. I may farm them off screen to get that that head component. If I do, I will make a note of it. The Tomb of Korvac, which is over there. This particular ruined shrine is sealed by chthonic energies. You have to do a quest for the rovers to unlock it, and I believe it's the honored quest. Regardless, we don't have the reputation to accept that quest just yet, so we're not going to be able to unlock that shrine. And I just got frozen a couple of times. Alright, we can just run past this now. Killed a few of them. I think I made my point. Although having said that, their friends aren't leaving me alone, so maybe not. Okay. And the this devotion shrine is one we can activate, so I'm going to go and activate it. And that should finish the eel. There we go. With the eel completed, we now have the requirements for Murmur sorted, so we'll be starting here. This is cold and acid damage, basically. Oh, I didn't know it had a chance to avoid stuff. That's pretty cool. Rumor, this proc, this is what we're after. So, as I said, it spreads through enemies, and it reduces poison and acid resistance, which is what we're actually after. The acid dot on it is also nice, but yeah, we're mostly here for the proc. Crumbling wall here with chest full of stuff you're not going to use. Yeah. Iron bits in waiting. And we'll continue up here towards Fort Ikon. Where does this go? Back to where I came from. Do be careful with these chill mains. If they stack up enough of them around you, they can tear you up pretty quickly. I'm at the point now where I'm pretty much using Ascension at the start of every fight that I can. I'm at least pushing the button every time I go into a fight. So it is definitely past time to upgrade some gear. Just picked up a fused carapace, which is pretty decent looking. Level 40. I'll probably end up using that. So the problem I have with a lot of blues is they'll have either no resistances on them, like that one, or it'll be like 20% to 1 resistance. And anytime it's just like 20% fire resistance or 20% cold resistance, like that's worthless resistances in my opinion. I consider any kind of elemental resist that isn't all of them to basically not be a line on the item. Like it's just not worth anything most of the time because you want elemental resistances all to be capped, not just one of them. Can be useful occasionally, but generally no. I don't think I'm going to use this, but may come and do the Tomb of the Archon before I go farming. But I think I'm just going to go farming. Really need to get some more armor on stuff. Squire's boots. That's another thing we could do actually. Not these ones. These ones are not particularly good. But We definitely could look at crafting some gear. There might be some stuff that's worth crafting that I have blueprints for. I suspect not, but maybe. I definitely need to get some more armor though, that's for sure. Health is actually doing okay. We are about 10% above the 100 per level that I consider to be sort of danger zone. And I definitely knew going into this that this character was going to be squishy, so I was expecting a lower number. But it's still not ideal. Okay, that's Fort Ikon. Let's go sell some of this rubbish. Okay, where are we? Eat the notes. Sell all of this stuff. Do I want this? Nope. Actually, what were those boots? That dreadnought foot pads? Yeah. They might be worth wearing just for the armor. I might hang on to those just for now. Probably won't wear them, but it's a definite possibility. Don't need that, but I will keep it because it is used in some other recipes, some other crafting recipes. Sell that one, I don't think I need it. This chest piece, the flat acid damage is really nice. Chance to avoid projectiles also is pretty good. The armor is not amazing though. I think I'm just going to sell that one. These potions as well, if you're not using them all the time, they do tend to pile up. Just sell them. Like they're actually they're worth 69. Is that each? No. I think that's for the stack, but it's worth something, and it's better than having, 5 slots in your inventory taken up with potions that you're not going to use. Black Legion is getting there. Definitely could be better. So like this helmet at level 50 is pretty good. I'm not going to use it, obviously, but good for other builds, certainly. Okay. On that note, I'm going to cut this episode here and go do a little bit of farming, targeting pants and a new hat. I may end up replacing this with a drop from the Forgotten Gods because they tend to have really good armor on them, but we'll see what happens. We've already got a belt. That Lifesteal and Nova is probably better than the Doom Bolt, just because it has the Lifesteal on it. These boots I will probably wear as well, although it's going to nuke our resistances. Something to play with anyway. But as I said, that'll be the end of this episode, so thank you all for watching. See you in the next one, and bye for now.